Zulema Sorate, and I'm in grade 10, and I'm in Ms. Coquino's new media class.
Okay, so Zulema, can you explain what did you get out of the project where you designed your own web page?
I was able to create my own website and kind of look through how I've evolved through each project and grown to better my skill and in technology.
And you didn't just put your assignments for new media up on your website. How did you enlarge the scope of your website?
I incorporated various other classes into my website. For example, I'm taking AP Biology, well I was taking since the year is already ending. I incorporated one of my projects into a virtual plant collection into my website.
All right, and which projects do you think were most meaningful to you that you did in your new media class?
The career exploration and the major events of 2011 were one of my favorite projects. I designed my website on my own. Ms. Coquino, starting the class, she gave us a rubric, a syllabus, saying that we were going to make our own website and we would be putting our projects that we would be doing throughout the year. The first project we did was cyberbullying, and we have to look up 3 cases of cyberbullying and the who, what, when, and why. And the next one was the school food tour, which was a lady who was planning to ride across the United States on her bicycle, and she ended up giving away a bicycle to our school. And the next project we have is Dia de los Muertos, and we had to choose 3 of the altars, which was our favorite. I chose 2 Benito Juarez tributes and a Marines tribute. This is my nutrition project, and what I learned is how my pyramid has now been upgraded to my plate, and we've learned through all the major food groups such as whole grains, refined grains, and we learned the difference between eating healthy and portion sizes. The next event was, my next project was major events of 2011, which I chose the killing of Osama bin Laden, the Japan earthquake, Gaddafi, and the Virginia Tech shooting, as well as the death of Steve Jobs and many other more. The next was views on global warming, and the way I did this was as a slideshow instead of JPEG images as a collage. This is a difference. And then I did my internet blackout when SOPA and people were censoring the web. I did this as well as a slideshow instead of JPEGs. Then I have my digital vocabulary, which I learned what many names were, such as domain name, FTP, broadband, ISP, DSL. And the next was career exploration, and this one was the hardest one I had to do. Basically, I'm just talking about psychology and how the job outlook is, the degree and job requirements, the colleges that offer the best psychology majors, and my post-secondary plan, necessary skills, steps I will take. And as well on my website, I've incorporated my AP Biology projects. Right here, I put my virtual plant collection. And it's just pictures and scientific names of different flowers and plants, which are vascular and non-vascular, as well as special notes and habitats that they need to grow in. Yes.
And you were probably the only one that used digital media, is that right?
Yes.
So that should certainly give you an edge.
I incorporated Microsoft Office into many of the projects I had to do. I used Microsoft Word, which I'm very familiar with, but I improved by learning the toolbar and the formatting palette a bit more. As well, I used PowerPoint in many of my projects actually to make slideshows and informational slideshows for my multimedia class. I also used some of Mac's products, but most likely I did use Microsoft Office most of the time. As well, I used free apps that are online, such as Glogster and Weebly, to create my projects.
Okay, and you had to design your dream computer, so there were a lot of research skills that were used, and you had to create a spreadsheet. So what program did you use to do that?
The easiest program that I used was Microsoft Excel. It's easy to manage, and I was able to make a pie chart and do all that good stuff easy.